Well, good morning. It is Saturday, August 22nd. You know what that means. Subscriber submissions. We're going to do a little review of the garden, and we'll get right on into it. We've still got quite a few beets in the ground. We're going to break out the pressure cooker, and we're going to actually can some beets this weekend. I don't know how successful we are going to be at saving seeds. This is a new experience, some of the seed saving. It's just amazing. Some of the beauty you don't really notice. But we're pretty reluctant to go wholeheartedly pulling out everything out that's still kind of flowering. The seeds come on in stages. As the plant continues to flower, it continues to bring in pollinators. It's amazing the variety of little flowers if you let stuff go, and of course the sweet potato flowers attract pollinators. One of the benefits of not using pesticides is you have a bunch of beneficial bugs. Yeah, there's some bugs that aren't so good for the garden. Sheena thought she was planting a little late, and her plants were a little leggy coming out of the greenhouse, and then she had to fight the squash bugs, but she never gave up. Now look at the rewards. Great job. Sheena came across some American Lotus. I think she's going to give them a try. Let us know how the rest of the summer goes, and we're looking forward to seeing what you do next year. Thank you for contributing. Now, I know I need to take the carrot seeds off, but they're attracting pollinators also. Now we put the rosemary in to help deter bugs. The two nice heads that we got are right next to this one that's sitting here, and is one of the least chewed out of this entire batch of cabbage. I'm not going to say rosemary works, but I'm not going to say it doesn't. I think the results speak for themselves. Christy sent an update of the Iowa garden. They're growing mustard seed. She's gonna make some mustard and have enough seed for canning. The watermelon looks awesome. And to top this off, sunset through the zinnias. This is great, Christy, thank you. Keep us posted. There's our beets, our kale and lettuce, more lettuce, and our peas are doing just fine. We do have carrots. They're kind of hard to see, but they're in little patches. Elena is new to the group. She wanted to show everybody what you could do with a small area. Her peppers are coming on strong and her tomatoes are producing. Thank you for sharing your garden and welcome to the group. This guy right here. This guy right here. These bugs seem to suck the juice right through the skin and leave little white spots on the outside edges of the tomatoes. They don't bite, but they're usually hard to catch, kind of soft-bodied, and they do stink. It's a variety of stink bug, I guess. It makes me want to go old school and start spraying. Okay, that is a nasty little critter. They leave spots, so we're spending an awful lot of time cleaning up the outside edges to get any good meat out of a tomato. And if nothing else fails, we've got worms, but they're easier to catch. There is an organic product we're going to try that should take care of the worms. It stops their eating cycle. Should work on the tomatoes, the cabbages, the kale. We'll be working with that later this week. Linda thought we'd like to see a day's take from her bucket garden. One word, extraordinary. We are curious to know what you do with that much. Keep us posted. If you've got a great recipe, we'd all love to have it. We can't keep up with the harvest off of the pole beans. They made it through the real hot part of the summer. Now they're really producing. and they like to string everywhere. Well, it looks like we missed the first flower on the purple okra. I'm excited to see if these are purple. We'll keep you posted. We've been watching Walter's garden grow this year. There's a couple things that stand out in today's submissions. The first thing I've noticed is how Walter's plants have made it through the hottest part of the summer. I believe it's the shade that he's getting off of the buildings and the fences. It's allowing enough sunlight to get through to keep that plants happy, but not to get too burnt. The second thing I noticed is even though they switched the tags on his cucumbers and he wound up with okra, where he's planted them has kept them from getting too large. And then the other thing I noticed is even though his cucumbers went in late, he added the lattice, which allowed a lot more growing area. Look how well these are doing. They're creeping into the neighbor's yard. You're going to have a consistent harvest all the way up to the freeze. And then you're going to get a bonus at the end of the year. A bunch of green tomatoes, which you could use for a whole variety of things. All of our friends truly enjoy watching the progress of your garden, Walter. Keep the submissions coming through the rest of the summer. Thank you. Here's another little nasty variety of stink bug. And for as little as this guy is, he really stinks. But this one also seems to suck juice right through the skin and leave little white spots on the outside. Our first year experimenting without using any sprays, we would have quadrupled our production this year. We're going to look into seeing what we can do about these critters. And where the deep mulch has saved a whole bunch of work as far as weeding, the no pesticides has doubled the work as far as trying to hand pick bugs, especially since the garden produces so well. Bear's tomatoes didn't read the book. His determinant tomatoes are still producing nicely. He's got a nice shot of some crimson spineless okra. Bear also traded seedlings in the spring. I think he did pretty good with this Rose of Sharon. That's beautiful, Bear. Keep us posted. If you'd like to send in a photo and have us celebrate your garden successes, just leave a comment down below or message me on Facebook. I think it's just about time to start pruning back this basil a little more. While I do that, I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank all my new subscribers. This is a journey, and like I say, we'll see what we get. If you'd like to see how we planted these and trellised them, hit that link right there. Now, if you find any of this stuff helpful, please subscribe and share it with your neighbors. You still need to take care of yourself and your families. And until next time, thank you for coming to the garden. God bless you. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.